brother needs to be off these streets, and I can't find him. And that's bad for all of us. Kanan, your shit around have been deaded. You're done.
I can make phone calls. There's places they could take you.
Hello, darkness.
Your mom's just fucking with our investment.
I can solve every murder on the south side.
You say one more fucking syllable and you dead.
Marvin, don't let it kill me.
Guys, you know what time it is. We are talking Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 9. We are almost to the end, titled Home to Roost. Ronnie and Kanan's feud with Rock intensifies as Marvin desperately searches for Lou. Famous and Jukebox both find themselves at a potential turning point in their music careers. Guys, if you did not know, me and my boy Lamont right here, we are going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out. As if you've already seen it, that is your warning. If you are a subscriber to my channel or Lamont's channel, you know what the deal is. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. But this is your first time joining one of us, please, or both of us, please hit that subscribe button, become part of both of our families. Lamont, my main home slice over here, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Why don't you tell the good people out there how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's been an honor to do these reviews with B. Avery. He could have chose anybody on God's green earth to help him do this. And for some reason, he chose me. So it's just been a pleasure and an honor to do this with him and try to entertain you guys, give you our insight on what we've seen on the show, as they call it, color commentary. So I'm thankful. Please continue to support this brother. Send him super chats. He works his ass off. He's doing movies and TV. So support this brother in all his plights and see where he goes. Right behind you.
Yes, my bad. I cut you off.
Damn.
My fault. I was excited.
I can't even kiss a dude butt properly.
My bad. Trigger happy over here. Trigger finger.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, man. We got one episode left, and my heart was beating fast, Lamont. I did not know how the episode was going to end. I was like, wait a minute, man. This episode started out with Lou, it ended with Lou, and I was like, oh, are they really going to do this? What's going on? I was not sure, but of course, we're going to save that towards the end, and of course, give our predictions on how we think this season finale is going to pop off the week after this one right here. But Lamont, it's another great episode, man. I really enjoyed it. I know at the end of episode 8, we was like, man, F Gerald. He is a SOB. He is a snake in the grass. He is the king of cobras. And I did not expect for his revelation and things to go down that way. I also was really, really happy with what Butter did at the mall. And we also got the Sears signage in the background. And also, Burke's daddy was just starting up a whole bunch of mess that ended up going nowhere at all. Jukebox knows how to handle the police quite well. Kanan is going off on his mama. Marvin is still eating grapes and everything in his sight. I mean, there are a few things to talk about, and we saw them moving weight with that Chinese product again. And number 37 is going to pop off. There's so much to talk about, man. But I don't even know where to start. But no, I do know where I want to start. The episode 8 ended with Rock shooting Juliana in the chest. As Miss Tower Struggle Reviews TV said, 1 in the head and 2 in the titties. If y'all go back, go and check her recap out if you know what I'm talking about. She actually made a caption for that. It was quite hilarious. Shout out to Tyra. Shout out to Tyra with Struggle Reviews TV. But I gotta say, man, you know, for the longest, I have not liked Ronnie. He has gotten on my nerves. He's pretty much gotten on everybody's nerves. But I love the way that he was disappointed in one of these opening scenes right here, when he realized, like, oh, wait a minute, something is awry right now. Juliana's people is late. What is going on? But he gets pulled up on by I forgot his name. What is his name again?
His name is spelled Jaquan, but he calls himself Joaquin.
Joaquin, there you go. His people pulled up on him, man. They got him surrounded. I don't know what the hell I don't know what old guy was thinking in the driver's seat, talking about, hey man, we're gonna pop off on these fools right here because you know I'm ready to go. Bro, they got you surrounded. Okay, they got you on every angle. What are you going to do in this seated position right here? That was foolish, but I love to see Ronnie lose. And so seeing him be butthurt like this, seeing him get his gun taken away and patted down at the front of his car, it put a smile on my face from ear to ear. It's like, yes, I'm Joaquin and your business is dead. Okay, and the only reason you are alive is because your investors wanted me to keep you that way, and your relationship with Juliana is over, and I loved it all, and excuse my accent, but like I said for the 4th time, I love this scene, man. How did you feel with this opener right here with Ronnie getting his butt whooped? How did you feel about it?
Bro, I was just like you. I almost was to the point of orgasm, but nah, we'll save that for another scene. But it was close because the whole season we've been seeing Ronnie bullying and beating up everybody. Hell, he hurt Unique bad enough that he got people thinking Unique is dead. Mm-hmm. So to see this character be on his heels, it just made for great TV. And to also basically tell him, you cut off, and whatever other relationships you had with Juliana is cut off. I know Ronnie wanted to pop him in the face, but he couldn't. he just couldn't. He couldn't. I wanted Joaquin to slap his glasses on. I wanted him to do something a little bit more physical. But okay, yeah, I can live with this. And to the point of his man in the driver's seat talking about he want to pop off, you know, they could have shot B. Avery if they wanted to. They would have lost. Oh yeah, because when Joaquin's people opened that back door, they could have sprayed them and killed them. Right. But then like you said, they still were surrounded, so they would have lost the shootout anyway. They would have been straight death. But right. I really enjoyed the scene. I felt like the whole time Ronnie knew it was all rock. You know, yeah. He knew, even though Joaquin didn't say nothing, but let him know if it wasn't for Pops and Snaps, you'd be dead. And the other thing that I got from that was I just got finished talking on our last review. Are we really sure Pops and Snaps got pulled like that? Well, I got my answer. Obviously, Pops and Snaps got pulled. They was able to keep Joaquin from killing someone who took bricks from them. And he should be lucky. Ronnie should feel lucky because after all that, Joaquin didn't say, you need to pay me for the product I lost. You need to produce the product I lost. He ain't say none of that. He said, because of your investors, I'm going to let you go. So that tells me that Pops and Snaps call Ronnie. You throw Ronnie in there, they crackle. They got some pull in them streets, B. Avery.
Yeah, yeah. They really do. They really do. Because like you said, you got your answer. Because you was really skeptical about it, you know, last episode, you know, talking about talk is cheap and all that jazz right there. Because Ronnie did roll up in here, you know, with an attitude, just like, wait a minute, you took my connect away and you didn't say shit to me. Yeah, I like how they kind of just shut his ass down, you know, when Wendell pulled out the gun and just sit your ass down and like, you should be thankful. And so seeing Ronnie lose like this, it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. Yeah. He definitely does need to get his ass whooped because he's doing too much. He's doing too much.
Too much.
So he don't got no weight. He doesn't. Well, I mean, he got a little bit of muscle. You know, from the I can't remember exactly how many people was in the truck with him at the beginning. But yeah, he don't got no muscle at all. So this is great.
Yeah. Looked like he had about 6 goons.
Okay. The only thing that I want to see left with Ronnie, even if he doesn't die, I would be very happy if he died, if he perished, if he just got taken out. Wow. Icing on the cake. And yes, we're gonna have fun with our speculation over here. There is still a chance that Unique can come back in the final episode, guns blazing, blah 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 blah. I've been over here healing, mother effers, you know. But if it's not Unique coming back, you know, I definitely wanted to be this guy right here, Famous. I did not like the way that he was tossing Famous around like this. I really do like Sean. I really do like Famous. And this really pissed me off. I mean, you know, Famous had to grow some to pop back up at the old crib anyway, you know, because Kanan told him to keep it moving and don't ever come back. But this look that Sean, that Famous, had on his face right here, man, it kind of broke my heart, you know, because I just don't like seeing people taken advantage of like that. And Ronnie is a bully, and I want Famous to get his lick back, you know, some way, shape, or form. What you think about that?
Oh, definitely, man. I think everybody in the Power universe is behind Sean. We've been hooked on him since the Streets Need a Body.
Yeah.
Now he has another album, and he just left the bar where a legitimate rich executive was listening to his music, talking about what they could do, and now he's looking for Lou. And instead of, you know, one question, that's all he came there for. He came there for one question. And Ronnie's, we don't talk to you.
Yeah.
However, the most important thing for me from that interaction, B. Avery, was the fact that when he got thrown to the ground, Kanan came back out there again. As I told people one time before, there is a soft spot in Kanan's heart for Famous. Mm-hmm. And somebody was trying to tell me, no, he's through, he grown, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, but they showed you that there is a small bit of human in him for Famous. And he done that again by telling Famous where Juke was going to be performing and Lou might possibly be there. Right. And then I also like how Kanan stepped to Ron, was like, look, man, you don't need to worry about the family business, mother effer. I ain't scared of you. You know? And great. for whatever the reason, Ronnie is not trying to bully Kanan, and maybe it's because Kanan is in a position of Ronnie's in a position of needing Kanan. Yeah. You know, and instead of trying to bully Kanan for respect, he's just going to give him respect based on what Kanan can produce.
Yeah, man. I love that, man. Kanan said it with his chest.
with his whole bird chest behavior. And I mean, he got a bird chest too, boy. Double barrel. Yeah, he poked it on out there.
He was unapologetic, unafraid, unmoved, unbothered. Like, hey, man, you don't need to worry about what the F I'm doing. Get out my way and let me back up my house. You know, I'm all you got right now. Me and my friend with our bikes. You know, your business is deaded, man. And so I really enjoyed that. Ronnie is getting his ass kicked all types of ways by everybody except for Famous. But Famous gonna get his lick in the last episode. You brought up a small point right here. I disagree with the way that Famous did handle this when he had this rich guy in here that owns all of these small independent record labels. Okay. One point in particular, you was like, yeah, we got to get him young. We got to get him in when he's not that experienced so we can mold him, you know, because if they get too spicy or whatever he says, they're going to try to tell me how to do his business. The reason why I say I disagree with the way that Famous handled this is he should have waited outside a little bit longer to hear what they had to say about him, to see if they was really genuine and wanted to work with them and treat them right and with respect, or disrespect them or take advantage of them. Like, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to lie to him. And, you know, he to me, he just popped in the room too fast. I would have stayed outside and, you know, had my ear up to the door, just like, okay, let me see how they actually feel about me. But he did, hey, I'm Famous. I'm Sean. That's me that you listen to. What you think about that? You agree or disagree?
I slightly agree. Even though I'm comfortable with where he popped in. I felt like he got enough data, and I think that he really trusts Dolly Parton over here enough that she's not going to lead him astray. But I am with you on he could have waited another like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, like he could have waited another 20 seconds, even though he had gotten plenty of information. And like I said, he trusts the lady. I don't think that he feels like she's going to lead him a ride. So I feel like, yeah, he could have waited 20 more seconds, but I don't think that it was bad when he did pop in. I did have some questions about him lying about Lou.
Really?
I get he wants to take Lou with him. However, it's kind of like maybe he should have made up something that like Lou is somewhere doing some work or something, not just saying you can have him. Because what happens if you can't get Lou and he show up to this meeting? Is he going to dead you out? Then no, you just he was interested in you in the moment, and I do get that he stood up for Lou because he want to see Lou get paid too. But I don't think that he should have said, "Let's have the meeting when I can find Lou." Go ahead, get the meeting established, and establish that you want your man to come with you after you done got something on the train track with the rich white guy who basically said, I'm rich, I see talent, this is how capitalists are born in America.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I kind of look at it different in the sense that I think he knew that Lou was going through some things, and he didn't want to paint Lou in a bad light. Like I ain't talked to him at all. You know, how would that have sounded to the guy, to the white man?
Well,
you know,
that's why
it would have looked like they was unorganized.
That's why I said you say that Lou is out working on other people's demos or something. Okay. I never said you can't talk to him, you didn't find him. I say you say Lou is working on some other stuff, because by doing that, you got the guy thinking Lou is a hard worker. He's out here grinding, finding more artists such as you, so that you up his value to the white guy. You know, you talk that investor talk to him is what I would have liked to have seen him do. But hopefully him and Lou gonna hook up and they're gonna meet this guy. And next week we're gonna get the full album, The Streets Need a Body.
Streets Need a Body. Streets Need a Body. I can't wait to hear it, man. I can't wait to hear it. I know we talked about this a week or two ago. The conversations that Jukebox is having with Rock. I was wanting to know, man, what is Jukebox going to? How is she going to react when she finds out that Rock here is the one that planted the gun in Kanan's bag? You know, is that going to make her shy away from Kanan as well? And they briefly brought up the fact, like, hey, you know, when we'll talk about when Kanan saw her at the mall and she was like, you know, threatening the social worker. But even though I like this episode, man, they got a lot of loose ends to tie up in the final episode, man. Do you think the social worker, Becky Q, or Becky Quick, as you put it, is gonna circle back around? Or do you think that her storyline is over with? And again, you know, they had this conversation about the army too. You know, how you feeling about all that?
For as much of a monster Rock, by the way, before I even go there, I know you was looking at this scene when she walked through the door of that diner. I'm talking about Patina Miller playing.
I did. I didn't get a screen grab of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Shout out to the wardrobe at Power and the way y'all been hooking up this young lady. I mean, stellar. She deserves an Emmy just for the way her ass walked into that diner. But anyway, I love that they took a character who is a pure monster and showed that they had a human side. That conversation with her and Juke was beautiful. She made the conversation all about Juke. She told Juke, whatever makes you happy, you go do that. You got my support, whether it's the army, whether it's singing. She also told Juke, also feeling a little happy that Rock is going to show up and Rock is having her back and is having a sensitive moment. Wanted to change the conversation to Kanan, and Rock having another moment of sweetness, empathy toward Juke, said, nah, this is all about you, baby. This is your day. This is your day. That's how you make great villains become loved, when they do small little stuff like that. And I enjoyed that moment. And it made me think about, is Rock, because Rock got the letter from the military and opened it thinking it was from Kanan. It makes me wonder, does Rock have a hookup? Is Rock going to be able to get Juke out of going to the military if she wants to sing? And I would think that she's got to have a connection in there somehow, some way, B. Avery. So I enjoyed the moment. I thought that was one of the better moments we've seen in all 3 seasons from Rock. And I hope we get a little bit more of that.
Okay, my fault. I thought you were about to say something else. I do too. Well said. Well said. Well said. Have you ever pulled up into a liquor store like this before without any money? Like your boy Lulu at the beginning?
Man, I've been to the liquor store 3 times my whole entire life, and none of them was for me. And so I was in there with other people's money. I was down with OPP.
I got you. Yeah, man. Lulu was really getting on my nerve here at the very beginning of this. I felt sorry for him towards the end. But I was nervous. I kind of thought he was going to end up in the hospital, early on in the episode. I was like, man, is a man going to shoot him and he's going to end up in the hospital or something like that? And they're going to put some air in his veins or something to try to get rid of him? I don't know. That's where my mind went.
Can you help me out with something, B. Avery?
What's up?
Why is it that people on TV can't shoot worth a damn? You could take them to the most unpacked pool hall. They wouldn't be able to shoot a stick in the hole. This guy was at point blank range with Lulu and missed everything.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, stop it. And then the way Lulu is wilding out, you could tell he wants to be dead. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, why don't you just go ahead and put yourself out of your misery? Like, you done stooped so low that you robbing the liquor store for a $10 bottle of wine.
Right. That's crazy.
Really? You hitting cars and not even knowing that you hitting cars.
Yeah.
Lou, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
Shout out to Malcolm. That's the actor playing Lulu, for some outstanding acting. And to be able to take your psyche to this point and make it look this real and this believable, bro, you knocking it out the park. And I know you are, so I'm giving you that shout out that you need and you have earned. You killing it this season, my brother, and I've enjoyed it. I'll hit you up later.
Yeah, I am going to remind me that we're going to put a pin on that because I have some commentary to add on to yours for what he was doing at the end of this episode. But something that I'm also I'm really interested in seeing is the this popping off into fruition, the number 7 with the Chinese restaurants. They were saying, hey, your men don't have to do anything. Just leave us some extra room on these trucks, and it'll be just moved here. And at first I was like, okay, what's going on? But I was like, oh yeah, this is the Chinese Connect. They're stashing all their weight in these barrels to put on the truck. And we see how that's being transported, being distributed from here to here. Man, they got the straight hair on, man. And old dude, I don't want to say he killed himself, but shot up his arm right there and, feeling all types of ways. Oh, that's the letter from the Army, my fault. But I liked all of this right here, seeing this at the very beginning, just kind of seeing how the weight is being moved around. Because I was concerned at first because was the last episode or the episode before that, your boy Quan was like, hey, I told you our business is dead if you can't get all these, if you can't expand the business. And Rock was like, I'm still trying to put all the pieces together. And it looks like she did right here. And like I said, we're seeing all that pop off into fruition. What's your thoughts on all that, if any at all?
She's got her operation up and running and got Marvin heading up everything just like it was when they was in the apartments, Baisley Apartments, man. And it was just funny to me and you doing this workout thing, to see them transporting the drugs in barrels of monoglutamate sodamate, MSG, ladies and gentlemen, is what it is. Supposed to be, that's that salt that you don't want in your body. It was just funny. I thought about B. Avery and everybody that's into the gym to see these guys moving drugs in the MSG bags, which if you do lift and you have lost any weight, you know what the hell happens to your body after you go eat some Chinese food. It's full of MSG. Your body be inflamed. You soak up water. Whoever did this for the actors and the cast, you hit this shit out the park. That was a perfect cover. I liked it. But something's going to go wrong. Something is going to go wrong with these trucks. Somebody's going to figure out the route. And most likely it's going to be Ronnie.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, man. Because he already believes Rock is at the center of everything. He already believes that. And now that he knows that Rock is aware of Pops and Snaps have connections with all the people distributing drugs in this area, he's going to already know, okay, well, who is working with Rock? Let me go intercept her organization.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, man, but we're going to see. You be having the predictions right a number of times. We don't got to talk about this much right here. You know, Marv was looking for Lulu and money talks. Dude was like, well, tenants deserve privacy. You know, see how fast that got turned around when some money was thrown in his face.
Exactly.
That's quite
I
interesting.
mean,
Right there.
B. Avery, he took them clothes off faster than the chicks took clothes off for my nephew, who I gave $100 to in the strip club. He lost that in 2 minutes.
This is true. This is very, very true. This is very, very true. But yeah, man. At first I was like, okay, why are we still talking about this? Talking about Burke. You know, it was like, hey, I believe my daughter was right. She wasn't crazy, Captain. I don't want this investigation to be closed. I want it to stay open. And I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't like the way the captain was talking to him. I think that was just a bit disrespectful and insensitive, in my opinion. Because they on the same level as far as accolades and being decorated and just, you know, levels of their career and accomplishments. You know, it's not like he's talking to Detective Howard. I said Detective Howard. But at the same time, this man is mourning. He thinks that his wife, not his wife, but his daughter blew her head off. And so I just think the captain was kind of out of pocket right here for raising his voice and turning up his face and all that, man. I didn't like that personally. But it seems like you disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, all he was trying to do was protect one of his own. Detective Burke, he's retired. Or Captain Burke, whatever he is, he's retired. The guy that's still working the case, who for all we know could have the same mental trauma going on because Burke was his partner, is Howard. And that's why Captain was sticking his chest out, because number one, I kind of got that feel that it's another brother and I got to protect my brother. But more importantly, he's currently working. Not only is he working, he's about to get a promotion and he's decorated and he's still active duty. So I got more of he's trying to protect his force right now than worry about something he wants to go away because it's just putting sand in the gears. That's what I got from it. That's kind of the way I viewed it from the captain's perspective, more so. And he's probably frustrated by continuously hearing about this case because he just said the IE, whoever it was, closed this case.
Right.
And now you're saying you want me to open this bitch back up? So he was nice in the beginning, but then when Captain Burke started going down the same rabbit hole that Detective Burke went down, in his mind, we done been down this hole. All the I's, all the T's is dotted and crossed. Why are you going down this rabbit hole of conspiracy? So that's what he was thinking in the beginning. Now, to your point, when all the stuff hit the fan, maybe he'll apologize.
About that, it ended up going nowhere. I was like, what is this wonderful web that they're, trying to put together? Tanner is in. I don't have a screenshot of Burke in the office here, but even though Detective Burke was the one that popped this off, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot all about Laverne Thomas." Or whatever, and Marvin, and there's a whole triangle of this and that and what's going on. But then when they brought Howard in there towards the end, Howard handled that quite well. I was very impressed by that. Like, you coming to me with this? You the one, the captain, that told me that the department can't take any more bad press. And I was like, damn, he did say that, back in your face, Captain. And then he was like, everything with Marvin, that's just happenstance. I have nothing to do with none of that right there. And I don't have a relationship with Marvin Thomas. And he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. He doesn't really have a relationship with them. I mean, through Rock, but that's indirectly. So, he wasn't lying. So I thought that they had him busted in some way, shape, or form. But the way that Howard finessed his way out of that, I was like, oh, snap. Okay, you will continue to think fast, sir. You think the same? You thinking the same as me, or you disagree, or what were you?
I was loving it because I was like, first of all, Omar Epps he's a decorated actor, and to just see him go down on some flim flam, I wouldn't have been feeling that. So yeah, I was loving the way he stuck his chest out in there. Plus, the captain really has his back. The captain like him, kind of like this could be his nephew or something. But the problem he's going to face, Tanner Sachs is not going away. And what happened to all that DNA information on Kanan being his son? And it's not going to take much to connect those dots. And even if him and Marvin haven't really talked and been in the same room together, just the fact that you are the father of this man's nephew, that just connects y'all dots right there. Yeah. And that would be reasons for why you want to protect Marvin and the family. So wherever that information went that Burt had about him being the father and the DNA test and all that, sooner or later that's got to surface. And when Tanner Cooper Sachs gets his hand on that, oh boy, I would love to see how Detective Howard think he's going to skin his way out of that cat.
Yeah. It's going to be quite interesting. It is. I always get a kick out of these two arguing. They don't want to deal with each other. They don't, but they're just kind of stuck together. It's like, I don't want to owe you no favors. You the last person, mother effer, but we together, we stuck, and so that's funny right there. I just don't like the way they was meeting on a rooftop in the daylight, meeting in the garage like y'all were. You never know who's looking out the window or anything like that, so that's just quite interesting to me, because Howard, he'd just be pissed off at her. Do you never just stop effing up? Damn, I gotta do that. You need my help, and I'm sick of this. Every time they see each other in every episode, I told you I was done. But he still ended up helping her out. So that's just kind of funny to me. You had a question a second ago, like B, how can the man miss Lulu, a drunk, with the shot or whatever? He was point blank range and missed him. What I want to know is, how in the world did he know that it was possibly Lulu that robbed the store in the first place? It was like, hey, that liquor store over there on the corner got robbed. We heard it was Lulu. How did he know that? Go ahead.
Ears on the street, my brother. Ears on the street. I mean, look, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah, Lulu was going around running his mouth.
Yeah, people in the hood nosy as fuck now, but they ain't talking to no police. I done told you. The old lady that used to sit on the porch next to my house, anytime something got robbed, police come and ask her, she ain't seen nothing. Well, we know good and damn well you seen everything. She wouldn't say nothing. But we bring grocery bags in, brown paper bag groceries, and somehow or another that old hag knew everything that was in that bag and be knocking on the door wanting to borrow the bananas, wanting to borrow the milk. We knows it. We know things, and we talk to the right people. We just not talking to cops. So folks keep their ears to the street, and that's how they know, man. They know.
Yeah, I had a little brain fart right there because I answered my own question. But let's talk about this loser right here. This guy.
Oh Lord. Lord.
Is it me, or I'm not trying to be funny or rude, but what is up with his right arm? Like it looked like it was fake, like he was finna attack Marvin in some way. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the drugs or something. But he looked like a snitch, man. And Marvin looking all cool or whatever, like, hey, I mean, buddy, man, it's not a bird anymore. You knew something was going on. We didn't know exactly. But what was you thinking right here? Did you, before we get to the details of what happened at the end, what was you suspecting right here, if anything at all, when you first saw Gerald?
I'll take this back to when I did the trailer breakdown this week. I specifically said something was going to happen to those kids. I thought that maybe there was going to be a kidnapping of the kids, because I said that something with the kids was going to make Marvin sweet on Gerald through all the information. And damn near, if I wasn't just about right, almost 100% right. It's just that it didn't happen in the part. And the other thing I thought was going to happen here, I thought Gerald was going to be trying to get more information out of him in this moment, but he didn't. You know, he let Gerald starve and Marvin, cliche, but they turned it into a real thing, eat up all the children's snacks. And those of us that have kids, sometimes we get hungry late at night and we snow to be eating the damn kids' snacks. Them shits be good too. And they had they talk. They had they talk.
Yeah.
You know, and he's still coming to the he's gonna come to the performance. And he said that's all he needed to make a good case about Jukebox. So
yep. And speaking about well said, sir. I like it. And speaking about Jukebox and the performance, here we are at the mall. And our young little princesses are all dolled up. Even the manager, Miss Pebbles, right here, she got her, her makeup on. And man, this is the most sincere. I saw her in a minute. She was more nervous than Aisha right here. You know what I'm saying? She had toned it down, like, oh man, this is our time where we reap what we sow and we get a return on our investment. You know, she actually seemed like she cared in this moment right here, instead of like she was exploiting the girls. But they had the little prayer circle, man. And I was watching you and Moochie's breakdown of this, I think yesterday morning. So we were recording this Wednesday. So I think that was your show on Tuesday morning that you had with Moochie. And she thought that the whole performance was going to be broken up, you know, and they wasn't going to be able to perform and do their thing. But no, man, they knocked this out of the park. We got Rock, we got Marvin them with the flowers looking all proud. We got Kanan here as well. He looking happy, famous, Sean, you know, the DJ out there, man. And they killed it, bro. They killed it. At one point at the end of the performance, I was nervous. I was like, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please do not have Jukebox fall off the stage or Aisha get nervous and puke, you know, because they call it a puke box or something like that. I was just so afraid that it wasn't going to be a hit. Even right here during this scene, they had chopped up the music and slowed it down. You know, they from the South. I thought the music had messed up, but that was on purpose. But they killed it, man. They did their damn thing, got a standing ovation and all that, man. And it was beautiful. But then it was messed up. Oh, and right here, Juke is better than me. I don't know if I could adapt to Chris. I would have been like, I appreciate it or whatever. But yeah, Juke is better than me. I know I said a lot, man. But from all the way from the beginning of the performance, when they poking their head through the curtains, you know, up until you know, your girl Crystal gives Juke her props. What was you thinking, man? Did you know they was gonna knock it out the park, or was you nervous like me? Just like, please don't mess up, please don't mess up. Where you at?
From the top down, man, I gotta say, manager Pebbles, I told you 2 weeks ago, she started to win me on her side.
Yeah.
Well, she fully got me here. But I've always said that she has a vested interest in these kids succeeding because it's going to increase her bank account too.
Right.
At the end of the day, we can't forget that shit. Like, don't just think that she, like any NFL coach has a vested interest in seeing his players perform at their top through his coaching because it's going to help him out too. And she's no different. But I like the way she was coaching them through this event because she knew it was pressure packed. It was their first event. They got their butter jerseys, and hey, it was looking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally like TLC up in this joint.
Yeah.
They look great. Styles, one with the hat to the front, one with the hat to the back, Jukebox with the bandana on. And then they got banners behind them of Shanice. So they headlining for Shanice. My folks from the 90s know who Shanice is. Used to be married to, I want to say, Flex, the comedian, or Dwayne from A Different World, one of them two. And I wanted to personally see Sean get up there and do something with them. So hopefully next year they'll give us this. Famous up there doing something with the girls. But Moochie did get some of it right, B. Avery. Moochie did say she felt like the FBI was going to come and take Jukebox from the performance. They didn't take her off the stage, but they did ruin her damn night.
Yeah. When
the girls was thinking that they was talking to executives. Yeah, you talking to executives, federal investigation executives. That includes Tanner Cooper Sachs himself.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they could have waited. Man. I'm really glad that you know, because they were so happy right here, like, oh, maybe we're gonna go to Jamaica in Brazil, and girl, what you know about Brazil? It's hotter than New York, you know, and all that. And then their moment was just kind of just taken away. I love the way that Juke handled that, though. I mean, she's smart. She know what's up. And she didn't lie either. But it's embarrassing. I wonder if they're going to bring that back up at the end, the season finale of Juke. You know, you can't be in the group anymore because, you know, it's a bad look. We can't be having the FBI, you know, coming around asking questions and interrogations and all that, you know. But Juke is smart. She's like, look, man, you don't got nothing, you know. We know that Marvin is the one that gave your ex-girlfriend drugs or something like that. No, that's not what happened. You know, Kanan left the drugs in Juke's pocket, and that's how Nicole found them. So they way off, you know, with their little assessment. But shout out to Juke, man. She handled herself quite well. Didn't say anything in the interrogation room. And so I'm proud of her for that right there. You gotta have those little bit of street smarts, you know what I'm saying?
And she definitely got all that, brother. She got all that.
Yeah. How you feel about Kanan going off on his mama here at the mall afterwards?
Man, this was intense, bro. Yeah. Like, you know the way I normally do my videos when I'm solo, I go through the show or episode or movie and pick, you know, something that I felt like was one of the defining moments, not necessarily the inciting incident, but a defining moment. That conversation with them three was a defining moment of this episode because you just basically told your mama, I can get you lost.
Yeah.
Like literally. And Rock, who we know don't play, she took that shit. Yeah. Maybe it's because it's her only begotten boy. Because Marvin was ready to take his belt. Marvin was ready to take his jewelry off and his belt off. He was ready to put that boy across his knee.
Yeah,
but
because he don't know about the gun. He don't know about her planting the gun. I don't think.
Yeah, Rock keeps everybody in certain secrets. You know, some chick when I was in my dating days once told me I only tell everybody what they need to know, so everybody don't know everything. And I was like, oh well, I ain't gonna be your man no more because what is it that you only telling me that you feel like I need to know? You know, if every time I leave your house there's 5-6 penises in you and you don't deem I need to know that, so I cut that loose. And that's basically what was going on here with Rock. She only tell people the things that she has to tell them. She don't divulge information. And maybe I'm assuming she didn't go off on Kanan because he didn't want her to blow up any more information. But something in that whole exchange behavior that we cannot forget. How would Rock know that Kanan and Ronnie threatened the social worker unless the social worker said something?
That's true. Almost, yeah, you're right.
Which means the
social worker did have to say something.
The social worker said something, and that also means the social worker is going to be coming back. The social worker is going to play a role in something because they would not have let Rock utter that line had it not.
This is true.
If it's not.
This is true. Okay, good point. Good point. We're gonna see, man. The episode could end so many different ways. So that's what's up right there. Now, Lou, they found him at the bar, drunk. The bartender would have let him sleep, but they say, hey, man, you waking up every 20 minutes and breaking the stuff. We cannot have this. And it just so turns out that the cops that found him are the ones that are under the wing of Howard. And you know, they got him over here hemmed up. He running his mouth. Hey, I done this, I done that. Shut up, boy. Shut up. And Lou puts it together while he's drunk that it was Howard that gave the bad intel to Rock and said that Ronnie, not Ronnie, but Scrap was a snitch. And yeah, Howard got a lot of blood on his hands, man. He sure does. He really does. He really does. And I want you to notice this. When Lou called him out and hit that center spot, like you're the one that gave Rock the bad intel, Howard pulled out the gun and was like, hey, if you say one more syllable, I'm gonna kill you right now. You're dead. And what did Lou do? He leaned in, put his head to the barrel, and was like, I'm already dead. Go ahead and do it. I'm gonna put a pin in that and I'm gonna bring it back up in a minute. and towards the end of the episode or whatever. But yeah, man. How you feeling about how you feeling about all this, man? You think they handled it the right way with Lou, or you think they should have handled it a different way?
I mean, they crooked cops. These are the same cops that was harassing Rock, and I don't think they per se know Detective Howard as much as they willing to do crooked for crooked favors. Because when he dropped them off, Howard basically told them, "Look, you know, when you need a favor, just hit me up." And so, I mean, I don't expect anything else from common criminals wearing a badge. Ain't no honor among criminals. They just did what Howard wanted them to do to get a favor from Howard. Because technically, if I'm understanding the police force right, in most jurisdictions, the detective is kind of higher up than the street level cops, so to speak. Yeah, you know, they got a little bit more pull. So, you know, they just did him a favor, expecting a favor back. Because really what they should have done, B. Avery, was took him to jail. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing real police work, you're supposed to have took him to jail, disorderly conduct, intoxication in public, destroying somebody's property. Then you go investigate that car, seeing he done hit somebody. And if the streets know that he robbed a liquor store, I mean, it's easy for these bum cops to know too. So what they should have done, but they're crooks. So, you know, and I would like to see them go down too, somewhat.
Yeah. That would be. What you think about Rock calling out Detective Howard? Like, hey man, you know, you need to be quiet. You saying that Lou is opening his mouth. You have some confessions yourself that you need to make. The FBI, actually, before we do that, before we do that, we got to talk about this right here. This
you got to get Gerald. Yeah.
This was pretty crazy right here. I did not know what to think. I did not know what was happening right here when my fault. I got the wrong image. Where Marvin is running up in the hospital to see his friend or whatever. And he was really trying to be there for him, bro. He was really, look at him, man, got it, leaning in like, it's gonna be okay. Tell me what happened to Alice. Got his hand on his shoulder, and your boy Gerald is a effing mess. Just a blithering, nasty, sloppy, stinky mess. Just
how is he any different from Lulu? Except for Lulu drug of choice is alcohol, his drug of choice is heroin.
Are you serious? How is he different from Lou?
Yeah.
Lou didn't do anything wrong. Lou, I feel more sorry for Lou than I do Gerald. They killed him. They murdered an innocent man. So of course Lulu gonna be.
You feel more sorry for Lulu than you do Gerald.
Of course, fuck Gerald. Are you serious?
No, I'm not talking about the totality. I'm talking about where they're at right now today.
Help me out. I'm lost.
So
I feel bad for Lulu.
Okay.
Because he was part of a murder that was unjustified. And it was indirectly his fault. Gerald is just an F-up. Gerald made those decisions himself and was like, you know, and stabbed Marvin in the back and let his child drown.
The reason his child drowned is because he made the decision to go do drugs. And while he was and the reason why Lulu is being handcuffed by Detective Howard and Rock is because he's been making the decision to get drunk and act recklessly himself. Going out here telling Scrap Mama the business. She go to the cops. He could have kept his mouth shut. He didn't, but he got drunk. And the drunkenness took over just like it took over with Gerald. He's out here driving drunk, running in the cars, and then going robbing a liquor store for $10, then going to a bar and hemming them up for more alcohol and can't get out. The police show up to pick him up because he's drunk. Both people's behavior of doing something that takes them to a different place of intoxication led them to where they're at right now. Both of them.
I agree with you 100%. But I personally feel that Lulu is more justified in his F-ups than Gerald is.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
For one, it's understood if somebody is snitching on your set, on your crew, on your business, you got to take them out. That's just, you know, that you're going against street code. And they legitimately thought that Scrap was a snitch. But when he found out that he wasn't, you know, that he has that you know, guilt on his back. So yeah, you're right that both of their behavior is ridiculous. But I just, you know, Gerald is in the deeper pit, in my opinion. Man, he has 2 daughters, leaving them out in the cold. You know, Marvin has been there for him and smiling in his face. Yeah, I want to write the piece on Jukebox and all this. So just to kind of see him sniveling like this, like, look at him. And it's some good acting too, man. It is. Look at it. It went from here to
yeah, he looks pathetic, but I mean, so does Lulu. Lulu looks pathetic too. But
in my opinion, not as pathetic, but we may just have to agree to disagree on there. You know,
yeah,
I am annoyed by Lulu. By Lou, but you know, Gerald is just the worst of the worst, in my opinion. And I like, man, the way that Marvel switched up on him. Oh God, he wanted to strangle the death out of him, bring her back to life, and do it all over again. You know, but
he needed it though.
Yeah.
Does Gerald get any points for coming clean?
No.
None.
No, the only reason he came clean is because his daughter's dead.
Which is exactly what I said in my trailer. I was like, the only reason something would compel Gerald to do anything or have Marvin in his face with this information would be because something happened to his kids.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it don't matter how he told it. He did tell it.
He did tell it, but he would have got more points if he would have did it on his own and not because his daughter was dead. I mean, that's just the worst. Like, not only, you know, your baby girl dies, but because you're in the other room getting high and she drowns, there's no worse feeling than that. So it's just like, let me just go ahead and get this off my chest anyway. You know, I want to die anyway. I mean, he probably overdosed on purpose. He probably didn't die on accident. He was like, let me just end my life right now. And that's how we see him right here. I was not expecting this, man. When them cops were in there, I was like, oh, snap. They found him like that. And that was pretty graphic, but I like the way it happened because he needed to die. And I'm glad that Mark killed him, you know? And so I even want to ask you that question. Was he just trying to get high and overdose on accident? Or did he just say, F it, I'm just going to take my life. I can't raise my other daughter that's alive. Let her go in the system into child protective services. What's your theory on that?
Nah, he killed himself. He killed like everything they set up in that conversation was letting us know Gerald was about to take himself out. And he took himself out by using the woman that has been screwing him all this time. And he got one last good high and said goodbye.
Using a woman? What you mean? Who's the woman? His wife?
No, the drugs he's putting in his arm. That's his vice.
Okay. Gotcha.
And at the end of the day, that conversation he had with Gerald basically was preluding us to what was about to happen. Because, I mean, did he think that when he tells Marvin that I've been an informant for all these months, that Marvin was just going to be like, oh, okay, well, we're friends and don't worry about it. No, nigga, you are under threat now. And then what you going to run back and tell the FBI? Because what the information they have over you can take your child. And it seems to me like he loved his kids, but the problem is he couldn't kick the addiction. He loved the addiction more than he loved his kids. And those two things is what was fueling his life. And those two things is ultimately what caused him to take his life. So yeah, I saw it coming.
And I don't give him I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't. I really don't.
I feel sorry for him. If he was a real life human and is stuck in that hamster wheel of not being able to find something greater in life than the feeling of being high, I feel sorry for you. But at the end of the day, you've got to figure out a way to overcome it. Like, I feel sorry that you having to deal with it, but you got to figure out a way to overcome it.
I have no sympathy for simps. I'm not simps, but for snitches. I just don't.
Oh, okay.
Especially when they go overboard for you and yours. Like, no, it's just I'm trying to put myself in my. I'm just not gonna do that. This man has been there for me and truly been a good friend. We in this anger management class, all of this right here, and you didn't come to me first. Because first of all, if you think about it, this is not just the New York Police Department. This is the FBI, and if they are investigating Marvin, you know that he is probably just as smart or smarter than them anyway. So Gerald could have went to, as soon as the FBI approached Gerald could have played dumb and be like, hey, okay, I'll give you something on Marvin. Go to Marvin immediately. Like, guess what, bro? They got me on these drugs. They want me to snitch on you. I'm not going to snitch. How are we going to finesse this situation? Am I just going to turn them down? Am I going to give them fake information that you give me to send them on a wild goose chase, banana in a tap pipe thing? That's easy as hell. That would have made their bond even stronger. But no, he want to pick the the silly arm at the park. Hey, we almost done with the report. No.
So B. Avery, who if the police come and tell you got to choose between Mama and Daddy Avery or Lamont Tyson, which one you choosing?
I'm going to all three of y'all and be like, they're trying to get me to turn on y'all. Like that, and we are gonna go out together. I'm not finna.
Then you going to jail while we all get to stay out of jail.
Then I shouldn't have had drugs on me in the first place to get caught up.
That's why I said I feel bad for him, because that Waukesha took his brain over.
No, man.
To the point where
I have a code that won't be broken, and
that's cool. That's cool. I mean, he wasn't.
Well, let me ask you a question. So you would have sold out your people?
No, but I fully understand the consequences. I'm going to jail. I'm just going to go to jail.
Okay, I'm going to jail too. I'm not finna.
I'm just going to jail. Like, period. Like, you caught me with a bag of weed, and now you want me to choose between you going to take my daughter or me ratting on this friend.
Yeah, it's not going down. It's not going down. So Gerald is gone, y'all. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Yeah, it was still a graphic little shot right there. You know, like just the makeup department did them justice right there. I gotta.
They had to hone it in, man. They had to make it graphic.
Yeah.
So that you get it.
It's just dead. I'm like, damn, man, that's just crazy. Yeah, man. But we at the end right here. Howard leaves, and you know. Well, as a matter of fact, how you feel about Howard? He trying to throw Marvin under the bus. Like, hey, it's either him or all of us. How you feel about that?
It's another one of those It's another one of those questions like we just had with Gerald. It's either somebody's going down. There's no way around this. Somebody is going down, and so he's looking at it like, okay, if Rock go down, everybody going to jail anyway. And I hate to say this, baby, but he's right. The thing is, we know Marvin has got your code. He's not going to snitch. So if you throw Marvin under the bus, you save not only Rock, you save Kanan, you save Howard, and you basically can save that whole organization. Or maybe Howard can take the fall and pretend like he set up all these people. Now, he's not going to want to do that to himself, but he could do that. But I just don't see him doing that, because there's a part of him that's still upset with Rock that she don't want to be a family, let him get back in them panty draws, and that she keeps trying to pull his strings. So Howard could easily take the fall for everything and distance them from everything, but he's not going to do that. So in all honesty, I'm not Howard, but I see what he's trying to play.
Yeah.
And if he really thinks Rock is going to choose him over her own family, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not going to do that.
That's the only amount of respect I have for Rock right here. I was like, I'm not gonna snitch on my family. That was a somewhat of a redeeming quality from her character. So y'all let us know what y'all think in the chat. Why do I still have this image right here? But hold on, my fault, y'all. Let me get these out the way. Make sure. Okay, so they Marvin shows up, and Rock is this. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. With your boy right here. The acting from him right here was great, man. This was fantastic. He really looked concerned. He really scared, like, damn, are y'all really about to kill me? Your own brother, your own flesh and blood. I was convinced as hell, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And the reason why I put the pin in it earlier, because when Howard put the gun in his face, he was like, man, kill me, I'm already dead. But the change up when he thought it was going to be his family that did it, oh man, a true 180, man. What you think, bro? Because I was blown away right there.
Well, you've already heard me singing Malcolm's praises way early in this review we're doing because of the totality of everything he's done, not just in this episode, the whole season playing this character, taking his emotions and his psyche to a place where he can embody what they put on the script to bring it to life. Man, this shit was TV Emmy Award season right here too. So all the ladies that done jumped off the Lulu wagon because of how low he's gotten, the acting that's coming from this brother, the concern, the need for your brother, the brotherhood. Don't let my sister kill me. Got to be more careful. How do you go from you rather let someone who's not family kill you?
Yeah.
So when it's your family about to kill you, you want your brother to save you from your sister, who you obviously think is the devil killing you. Man.
Yeah. Good job, Malcolm. Good job, sir. You did the darn thing right there. I really did enjoy that scene from you, sir. Is Kanan gonna kill his mama?
Nope.
That's what they seem like they want to do. Your mama is messing with our investment, our 401k. Run says she gotta go. Kind of like, what the hell? Y'all do it yourself. what's gonna come of this right here, man? What's gonna happen?
I haven't sat down and had time to like connect the dots of how I think they can go with that storyline just yet. But boy, what I can tell you, Kanan is not physically killing his mama. I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah.
How much trauma is he willing to let her go through is the question. We don't.
Good question.
That's something we don't know.
Good question. Lamont, we at the end, man, and I did not know how this was going to play out. Again, great performances. I was like, are they really going to kill their own brother? I was like, I don't think that's necessary. I don't, but I was nervous. And then they gave him the drink right here. I was like, oh my goodness, how is this going to play out? How is it going to play out? But man, was I overjoyed when the scene went to black with them driving out the city. I was like, oh, okay. They just going to put him in some stash house somewhere. Be like, here's a pot to piss in. Here's some graham crackers. Stay your ass right here for some few months.
Some honey grams.
Yeah.
Take these honey grams.
Just don't leave, nigga. Dang. Just shut up and stay here, okay? Don't come back for 6 to 8 months. We don't want to see you for a while. You know what I'm saying? So,
and when you do come back chubby, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't come back looking
and some or something. You know
right.
what I'm saying? What was you thinking in this last car ride, man? Was you nervous in the sweating and nervous, or what did you think was going to happen?
The whole time I'm thinking they're not going to kill him. Okay. But I got to be honest, man. When Marvin gave him that drink, that shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because his problem, his loose lips is sinking ships because he stayed drunk.
Yeah.
So why are you encouraging more of that behavior by giving him some alcohol unless this is the last ride?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I still was like, nope, he's just too big of a character for y'all to kill right now. And then you already had a death this episode in Gerald. So I didn't think they was going to kill him. The alcohol drink shook me a little bit, and then Rock with that cold stare with the dart just showing her eyes. That was just beautiful cinematography. Yeah. And and for a moment, I wanted to give it up, but I was like, nah, y'all not about to kill Lulu. Nope.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I share your sentiments there. And so, yeah, man, great way. I was happy. You know, I remember when Scrap Mom died, I was like, gosh, damn it. You know, but here I was like, oh yes, they didn't kill him. But I mean, if they're gonna kill him, they would have killed him here. You know, he's gonna live, and so I appreciate the cliffhanger. Before we head out here, man, I'm gonna do something that we haven't done before. We got one episode left, man. The season finale. Lamont, man, how you think it's gonna end? You have any predictions, any theories, anything you want to happen? Where you at, sir? Where you at?
Well, I gave a streets prediction yesterday. Unique is going to come back.
Good.
And not only is he going to come back,
keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not only is he going to come back, he's going to come back and do something to his brother based on the picture I found that me and Moochie talked about on my live stream yesterday. Okay. Video is up right now if y'all want to go see my thoughts on it. But I do think Unique is going to come back. I'm going to have to see what they give me in this next trailer that they're going to do on Friday night so that I can put together some more clues. But my biggest theory is that Unique will return. And all you people that told me and B. Avery that we was crazy, y'all going to be the ones that need to go to the loony bin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, already. I'm going to echo everything you said right there, my brother. I'm going to echo everything you said right there. Another great episode. I got a comment or two from somebody saying, I'm not really feeling this season. Hey, to each his own, but I'm loving it. This is high quality entertainment for me. You know what I'm saying?
This has been, of all the spinoffs, this has been the best one. Yeah. This season right here.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, this has been just high quality, great script, great cinematography, great anticipation, good cliffhangers, the kind that they don't overdo it, they don't underdo it. They leave you just enough. Like, this has just been good, man. Good everything. And you know, like I said, it's subjective to each their own, but for us and most Power fans we've talked to, this has been their best spinoff.
Yep. Get the horn. Great job, 50 and everybody involved. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for our Power Book 3, Raising Kanan Season 3, Episode 9 recap titled Home to Roost. We really do appreciate it. Again, if you're watching on my channel, if you're watching on Lamont's channel, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Let's help all of each other grow. Lamont, before we head out of here, man, what you got going on for all the good people out there you want to shout out to?
Again, thank you all for helping to grow my channel this year as I'm trying to break into Hollywood, do some movies on my own. I appreciate you following the journey, following my reviews and insight on TVs and movies. Tomorrow I'll be Tomorrow I'll be dropping my trailer breakdown for the finale of Power. I'll be doing more kind of nerd content. I'm thinking of doing something I'm going to call the Nerd News, where I talk about a lot of the things that have happened in the week in the world of comics, the new DCEU being done by James Gunn. And go check out my He-Man video I did. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, He-Man Revolution is out. And when I tell y'all that shit was bananas, it was good. If you hated first season, you're going to love second season. And they left us with a great cliffhanger that alludes to She-Ra.
Already. That's what's up. That's what's up right there. Again, here's this channel right here. Man, there's a 209,000. That is wonderful. That's wonderful. Of course, here I am over here. Check me out. Subscribe on my channel. You get a little bit of everything, okay? You're gonna get if I can hit the pause button, you get the movie reviews, you get the spoiler reviews, the series reviews, superhero show, movie news roundup, and a whole bunch of other stuff right here. And also check out my review for Origin. Yes, checked it out. Had a good time with Ava DuVernay's latest film with Ingenue Ellis Taylor. And like I said, what's this super duper episode number 33? Superhero comic book news. And look at all these beautiful black people right here. What did me and Tyra with Struggle Reviews TV have to talk about? Come through. We had a blast, and I'm pretty sure you did too. But if you watch it, by the time you see this, my review for Argo will be up on the channel. It's the latest Matthew Vaughn film. He did the Kingsman movies. He did Kick-Ass. He did X-Men First Class. He did some other cool stuff too. And
that
so,
was him. He's. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So checked it out, and I think by the time we do the season finale, I'm gonna make a little announcement on what shows I'm gonna be covering next. But guys, again, we all want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.